Ohayo gozaimasu, konnichiwa, konbawa, guten Morgen, guten Tag, guten Abend, guten Nacht, buenos dias, buenos noches, buenos tardes, bienvenue, bonjour, bonsoir, ahoy akosamash, assalamu alaikum, ayang haseyo, mokarimaka, and hey, hi, ho, what'd it do? Good morning, everyone. It's early morning streaming. It's definitely early, and it's fucking debatably the morning when it's still dark outside. But the streaming is not to be doubted. We're here with the real Monty Python stopping by. We're here with get this audio going. Mirage Feathers. Something I never noticed until I started streaming is this preponderance of games that like to cut their audio off when they're not the fixed. They're not the window in focus, the screen in focus, the application in focus, which is strange. But I guess I don't know, it's a modern game conceit that just sort of I wasn't aware of. It was like the Binding of Isaac, like it pauses if it isn't focused, and it's like, okay, I get that. I understand it maybe, but I don't fully either. But yeah, Mirage Feathers. I saw this in passing. It was on my discovery queue, and it looked interesting. It looks like a Space Harrier game, right? It's kind of like a first-person flying. It's pixely. I like the artwork. I love good pixel art. This one does look like I'd wind up on a list somewhere initially, if I'm being completely honest. But hey, that's Japan for you, right? No judgment. And I keep saying I like indie games, and then you wind up playing something like The Binding of Isaac, which is actually... It was an independent game. It was an indie game. Ed McMillan and Nico, whatever the dude's name was, they did it. But the version I've been playing, that's, a multi-team project over a number of years. So I still want to put a little bit more attention to, hey, this is something like a dude or a couple like-minded dudes made. There's a certain clarity of vision that you get when it's just sort of like a singular person or a very narrowly scoped project that I've always liked. My favorite game console is probably the Dreamcast still, just for the variety of games and just some of so in some cases, it's just the level of quality that they had to put into it, right? So these days, you get like these AAA games, hundreds of $1 million. They tend to be, common ideas, like readily accessible. There's accessible ideas. And the Dreamcast is like, okay, well, it needs a good bit of money. We can have a good bit of quality, but we could still just make it about, like, this is about industrial espionage. It's like, wait, what? Yeah, this is good. We're going to make this game. And it's just like, you'd always find something that was different and unusual and a weird take on stuff. I think Dreamcast is my favorite console. But when I stop to, like, reflect on, when I think of, like, game development, when I think of it, I guess it kind of really, the pinnacle of that is like the Game Boy, where you would have, this is a game, that's made by one dude. He programmed it. He did the graphics, and he did the audio, and it's just kind of like doodling around with like little tones to try to make, that was it. Like, it was just, sometimes they'd bring someone in to help with the music. But it was just like, it's very concentrated, and I liked it. I'm interested in it. I feel like you learn something about, if not a person, when it resonates with you and you really understand it, at least for me, it kind of all clicks in a special way. So I want to make sure that I'm always going in and pulling out, like, hey, this is a small team, small project, video game. So yeah, I've been had my eyes peeled when I see it. I've been also reading a blog, Indie Sushin on IO, itch.io, where they actually are going through and looking for specifically Japanese PC independent development, right? And they actually go in and interviewing developers and stuff like that. So I've been kind of taking cues from them as well for things to look for. One day I'll have to like put a link to them or something like that. But it's available. Indie Sushin, TSUSHIN. It looks like they do a bit of a zine every couple months. And it's sometimes just poking like, oh, that sounds neat. I'll check that out. So I want to say that's where Super Tax City came from. That's how I got wind of that. I think I saw Mirage Feathers on my Steam queue. but I could have gotten it wrong. Like, it all kind of flows together. But yeah, even if I am enjoying some other games, I still want to make sure that I'm bringing these back up. And I think this type of game, for me, very early in the morning, it's probably going to kick my ass, because it seemed like it was going to be, seems like it's going to be reflexive intensive. So it'll be a fun experiment to see how well I do. And I might not do well at all. And if I don't, I'm just going to enjoy the aesthetics of it. I also did finally get and download entirely, and it took forever. I wasn't prepared for this, or I didn't remember. For the play date. What was it? As 00 Point Perfect, right? The train simulator game. We have it. It's ready to be played. I haven't even turned it on yet. I haven't even unwrapped it. That'll be something you'll see. You'll know that I haven't done it yet in Playdate, because there's an unwrapping process that you do in Playdate. More on that in the second half of the stream. That might be 5 minutes from now. That might be 15 minutes from now. We'll see how this game goes. But I hope everyone had a good night. Controller seems to work. All right. D-pad and analog stick. Nothing to do but to do. Let's do it. I did go into the options last night just to set it to windowed and turn off some of the video filters, which I didn't want to have on. I like to have pure... Every dirty pixel is how I like to get down, man. I don't want any anti-aliasing. I don't want any video filters. You know, I want everything to come through like on a CRT screen. And this bright white... My eyes. Alright. Holy shit! Okay, well, this is... Alright, okay. Chain gun. Players do not use HP to turn, so please feel free to play. Move to lock on your target with crosshair. Right, so it's Panzer Dragoon style. Fire through your main weapon. Alright. So you have the chain gun is the left trigger, and then right trigger is missiles. So you get missile lock and you fire it. Alright, so, yeah. Bengayo was kind of like this too. They homing missiles? They are homing missiles. This thing is fucking moving fast. Alright. Let's try to get the... So yeah, afterburner, lock on. And they have different weapons, so you have like different weapons you can cycle through. Alright. So you have those missiles. What do I know what I have? Okay, so there's a spread shot. So is this a lock-on spread shot? What does it do? I don't think it even locks on. So if you see down at the bottom where it has overdrive, I'm apparently flipping between missiles and this, a Vulcan cannon or something like that. But it doesn't seem like there's any home on this. It just fires and... Oh, it kind of is. It kind of... And that's the overdrive meter? Is that what I ran out of? Okay, that's overdrive. So you can't just sit there and spam it relentlessly like I want to do. Alright, they had something about other main weapons. Alright. So that changes the reticule, maybe? So that's all that does. It says that's to previous main weapon and next main weapon. And all it's doing is changing that reticule. And then overdrive is just like a screen clearing bomb, I guess. Yeah, when HP reaches 0, it'll be game over. Sure, sure. One could imagine. Alright, it becomes a question of how well I remember where any of these buttons are. Missiles are powerful weapons but require energy to be used. Using missiles or chain guns can recover energy, which is very important. Using missiles or chain gun can recover energy. Activating overdrive will destroy a wide range of enemy aircrafts and enhance your weapons. The overdrive enhancement will continue to consume energy and maintain until energy is exhausted. So it doesn't look like we're going to pick up any power-ups here initially. Like, even though there's like red-shaped dudes. A second where the chain gun can't track enemies. Okay, it didn't seem like it did. Use dodge while moving to move. Use dodge while moving to move longer distance to avoid enemy fire. There's a dodge? There is a dodge. Oh. Dodge requires a small amount of energy. I don't think I fully understand I don't think I fully understand how the energy works. All main weapons can automatically track to lock targets. Okay. Missile single shot. Each press fires a missile. Chain, press and hold the fire. Okay. Number of life and HP are at the bottom of the screen. Got it? Alright, yep, when you're 0... Alright, let's just hop in. Alright. Yes. Alright. Either I'll figure it out or I won't. Start. Story. Easy. I am gonna go for easy here. It is fucking early, man. We have to be willing to give me a break here. Alright. I like the art style so far. I like the colorful pixels. I like the nice clean pixel art. I like raster. In the future, 2017. Fucking A, dude. Notari, slow down, Miro. What's the hurry? What? Can we give her pants, please? I don't... sorry. Something on your mind? Nods. No wonder, isn't today your last day at the Institute, going into the military service early after all? Yep, tomorrow is the final. So, did the professor tell you anything after that? Yeah, put on pants. She never whispers to me any secrets. Why would the teacher whisper secrets to you? She said the Institute took on some special assignments from the government. If anyone whispers a secret to you, that's not to be trusted. With the war going on like this, we're all going to military service sooner than planned. Put him into the meat grinder. Training has not been easy, but at least I had good company and a bit expected days with it. It's hard to say how things turn out. Hopefully we can stay together. Of course we will. We're the only pair of feathers with cap. Okay, so Mirage feather. Why would they break us up? So your anime conceit of special people with special skills, they are espers. They alone can pilot the Ava. No judgment. That's what I thought, but the prof said final tests were also solo scenarios. Solo shouldn't be a problem for Miro, yes? Nope, I'm not concerned with the final. It does feel kind of lonely without you, though. That does feel kind of sweet. Alright, almost forgot. Your birthday is coming, but I won't make it. I know your birthday is coming, but I won't make it this time. That sounds like you're gonna die. So please accept this gift in advance. Necklace? No, data chip. Bingo, I went out of my way to book the lab just for making this. Wear it on you always. I'm going to interface it now. What's in there? Lampridia. That's a fucking bacterial infection. Come again. When I'm not around, it'll guide you in the dark. Wow. I know it's corny, but you'll see. It says interface complete. Why am I seeing nothing? It must still be in pupation. Pupation. It will come one day. By the way, this one's called Lusolio. This is great. I'm thoroughly enjoying the anime manga just nonsense. Lupulia, it's an interface. It's an interface Lucodia Lamprira. It's fucking great. Sure, I don't get half the things you say. Yeah, word. Half the things you say, but thanks. I'll keep it around. Good. Still here, you two. The professor, who is 3 months older than them. Oh, bother. Who is Winnie the Pooh. You're not in trouble today. It's your last day. About the early military service, it's all my fault. You know how the council is. I tried. Yeah, it's my fault. My personal fault. The 16-year-old girl, she's the reason we're at interstellar war. It's okay, Professor. We know it's going to come... presumably, it's interstellar. I don't know. Maybe it's intergalactic, planetary. Maybe it's going to come today. We are ready. I sincerely hope. So... I have watched you grow. You're ready. I'm proud of you. The whole Institute is proud of you. I don't like the Institute with a capital I. That's always nefarious sounding to me now. There's never a situation where, like, the Institute with a capital I sounds wholesome or acceptable, right? Part of that's probably Fallout 4, I get it, but anything called the Institute, right? It's not, there's no warm and fuzzy feelings. There's not, like, a family-themed pizza restaurant that you can come up with called the Institute. Right? It's not a pleasant part of a theme park. You're not going to go to Hello Kitty World and go, I want to go see Batsmaru Town and head over to Cinema Rolls the Institute. Right? It's insidious. I don't know why that word is, but it is. No need to get all gooey. Best of luck to you tomorrow. Get some rest while you can. I'm going. Professor, what's happening after this? Sorry, Notari, we're still in negotiation. I know you two want to stay together, but I can't tell you that much right now. Put on pants. Okay, still, you got this, Mirotia. I know, Professor, of course you do. Look, it's almost, this game has a lot of this. For it being like what I would have probably thrown a quarter into in 1997 in an arcade. They're getting your money's worth up front here. Look, it's almost midnight. We should go. Ending the last day without any ceremony just doesn't feel right. We don't get much us time. There's no sense in loitering around. What a shame. Still, we'll still each other at the trial. Good luck, Miro. Yeah, you too, Notari. There you go. I like... Oh, we're still going. We ain't... See... Scene change. Interior. The professor's lab at the Institute. Sir, the Institute is determined with a suitable subject exists. Consequently, we will begin with Project Dandelion as planned. With respect to the mandate of resolution... Hot anime bullshit. I love it. This is just all fucking noise garbage salad. It's wonderful. The Institute is prepared to comply. We already have a plan. Like, AI could not write like this. Only Japan. Only some dude fucking in a maid cafe in the corner of Akihabara, right near where you can get the gyukatsu. Not quite to the gyutan place, but so you go to Mako, Japan, right? So you get off the station, and then you get to Mach, Japan, right? So that's where the arcade look, there's very near the shrine, the little hidden Akihabara shrine. You have the vending machines you tuck around that corner. Only a dude in a cafe has this shit rattling around his brains. AI can't do this. Those dudes are our last our last hope for a final stand of humanity against the overtaking of the AI. You watch. I'm calling it right now. Because no one can follow their line of thinking. We will follow the report progress closely. I will personally report to the defense minister on your work. Good luck. Thank you, sir. By the way, your colleagues from other places tend to get too emotional on Resolution 93. You are a true patriot. I try my best, sir. Just curious, Professor, who have you picked? Oh, well, it's all the same to me. Incidentally, you know that one on Jeju Island? I heard her procedure failed. It was a mess. You mean the one who defected to the USSR? I love the future 2017 where the USSR still exists. This is wonderful. I didn't think she would be allowed to live. Oh, don't be so sure, Professor. I believe the Soviets have intended to destroy her before they surrendered. We merely deferred the execution. Anyways, all eyes are... Is this supposed to be like a shooting game? All eyes are on you, Professor. Yep, here we go. New scene! The Bound of Bandits can be tricky. There's nothing I can't handle. I'm gonna forget what all the buttons do. Moving on to the next AO. Miro, why are you here? Did you take care of the bandits? There's bandits? Calm, failure. Just want to follow and be my wing woman. It'll be easier. Huh? Sheesh, friendly fire. Miro, do you read me? Objective elimination. Nice. Is this some kind of prank or part of the trial too? Still, that's got to be Miro. Stop, Miro. Executing combat protocol. Tracking. Cut it out. This is creepy. I've got to knock some sense into you. You leave me no choice. I hope it doesn't hurt you badly. Fox 3. Fire missiles. Evade. Fire. Few barely significant. Such magnificent. I guess the two girls got to kill each other, right? Is that what I'm not picking up? No judgment. I'm going to pause for a second. Remember, I like these teams. It's like a small team putting a game together. So I'm not saying everything has to be like over the top. But with a cutscene, it's a little bit confusing because they're sitting here. I guess they're actually firing at each other. And then, that might have been something we could do with like a little still. Like just have them they could be silhouetted. Have them facing each other and just like flash, like behind them. Because I'm only just picking up now. I thought they're looking in the same direction. I know the screen is cut like that, but in my mind, they're looking the same direction. There's no background for me to orient. So I guess they're shooting at each other. Yeah, quit horsing around. It's leaving an effective range. Is that really you? She was fine last night. What could have gone wrong? Tracking completed. Her target lock. Yep. Well, I've seen on tracks. See how you like this. Evade. Now's the time to strike. Where is it? Behind me. It. So it's an it? Are we fighting something else? We'll take it from here. Where did you come from? She stopped. Aha, Natari. Miro, you okay? What happened? I'm not sure. Did I just do something crazy? Professor Dreed, something's wrong with Miroita. Quest termination. What's wrong? It looks like it's this time. Instruction. Dandelion. What? Dang it. Subject unresponsive. Mirror, what's the matter? There's no context clues to what the dialogue means. Mirror, continue with your assignments. You can do this, only you can. Professor, what have you done? She is not fit to continue. Negative, system is within calculated parameters. Miroita, dandelion! Unable to comply. Someone I care for, not possible. Apologies, Notari, I've reached maximum operational capacity. Fucking word. You and me both, dude. What the hell's going on here? Notari, run. Miroita, dandelion. No. If one of us has to die, then let it be me. Okay, yeah, so they're supposed to be killing each other. Alright, again, from the conceit of, like, the world of anime, yeah, that's... Yeah, two child soldiers, raise them to be close personal friends, and then make them murder each other. It's tracks. It's okay, got you. Let's get out of here. Just hang on tight, please. All this blood, it won't stop bleeding. Stay with me. Your arm gone. Miro, you sobs, son of a bitches, right? Attention, airstrike alarm. All security personnel be at your stations. This is not a drill. Professor back in the lab. Working on her beats. Last Survivors has been relocated. I got this sample from this Africa Bombada album. It's a sick drum line. This facility is officially decommissioned. I confess, my rash decisions contributed in a large part to this outcome. Subject number 02 triggered a self-destruction. I mean, there were only two options. There was tutorial and story. Triggered a self-destruct sequence. Remains were successfully recovered. Damage is severe, but the encephalon may still be salvageable. Remains of Subject 01 is still unaccounted for. She was observed holding Subject 02 until shot down, and impacted close to 02, but we've lost the trail. We suspect 01 could be still be operational. Current readiness state will continue until we have the confirmation. Just to be safe, sir. We have been very invested in your project. You gotta admit, this is not a good look. What do you think the minister would say? I'll remind you of the stakes. The council passed Resolution 93 with the intent to retire all feather units with own mind, which is almost every unit we currently have. The feather is an excellent platform, essential to armed forces of the Federations. I think you would agree, Professor. Your proposal to use the mind-free dandelion to replace feathers is conceptually attractive. Is there a background? I wonder. I don't know if this is based on a property, like if there's an anime or a manga or a doujin or something like that. This is dense. Your proposal to use the mind-free dandelion to replace the feathers is conceptually attractive. Only once we have yet to see concrete results, we would have to review the feasibility of the project if you fail again. Wait, sir, we still have number 2, right? She was highly responsive with instructions during earlier experiments. I think we're close to a breakthrough. I'm aware of the proportionate loss from this incident, but pulling the plug now jeopardizes everything we have worked for. At least let me work on fixing number 2. We're having this conversation because we think you might have learned something from this expensive lesson. Still, once is a misfortune, twice would seem to be careless, and you know that the tribunal takes a dim view on those who are careless. Are we playing a video? Nope. No video games yet. I do love this style of storytelling, though. Well, storytelling. I do like this style of story, right? I a lot of times will like reference like Evangelion stuff, because I like it. It's not necessarily like my favorite anime series of all times. I have a lot of things that I like a lot more, but I find a lot of it to be very compelling and very interesting. That's why I always reference that one scene at the end of Evangelion where everyone's just, when I do something trivial, oh, good job, Shinji, fucking yay. Everyone's just clapping at him, and just, like, I view it semi-sarcastically. You stop whining and being a bitch and riding around on the train listening to your DAT player and did something. A good fucking job. Right? I realized that the kid was emotionally damaged. He was a child. So the experimental child soldier immoral ways of handling it, it's interesting. I thought I was going to be, I was sitting there like, I'm gonna press buttons and shoot. Nope, we're saving that for later. The video game, you get to that 45 minutes in. Notari, we gotta look out. Miro, We don't even have background animations anymore. It's just we're playing Zork. I can keep going for a while. I can still move. Miro, we got out. Where? Did I lost you? Miro, where are you? Don't go without me. All right, I'm right here. So she's evolved. It's Miro unlocked. Notari, you're talking in your sleep, Notari. Oh, it's you. Oh, that's okay. That's Luciola, right? Okay, the lamp here. Affirmative. Custom mod AI Lucilia here at your service. The tie is a super important aspect of this, right? You can't make an AI that doesn't have a decent Windsor knot and a fucking crown fascinator. She's wearing no less than 2 hats, which is the minimum for AI. The repair protocol has been completed. Are you ready for action? This is awkward. How long has it been? It took 50 minutes. Notari system status nominal. If you're referring to Mirota, it's been almost 3 years. It is approximately the duration of my operation. It is 2022, so it's now super into the future. We went from 2017 to 2020. Haven't aged a day, right? Body hair has not grown. Right? We are static. I wonder if Mira is okay. Is she really still alive? You said, absolutely. Signal from Mirota is weak but consistent. She is still operational. I've been using it to keep Are they robots? So I guess I didn't put 2 and 2 together on it. Maybe they're just robots. It doesn't mean that she shouldn't have pants, but you know, I'm gonna leave that up to you. That's gonna be the next generation's problem. The Gen Alpha and onward, you need to make that decision. Should robots wear pants? So you guys you handle that. We see no trace of her of all these years. I saw her. Trust me, I was wrought by Mirota's own hands. We share a connection. Oof, very classically Greek. I was wrought. Let's see this contingency. That's why she gave me to you. This is awkward. I remember when you first came online. I had no idea who you were. There was a sound, but no one was there. It was total chaos. I didn't realize who was helping me. I was in contact with Mirota and kept her from the professor's control. It's a shame that it didn't last long. I thought maybe I could save the day. Don't blame yourself. One of us was supposed to be taken out. It was the professor's plan all along. We were so gullible. Even to this day, I still don't get why the professor wanted that. When I'm not around, if you had known this would happen, why didn't you fight it back? Instead, you left me with a memento. Perhaps self-destruction was her act of defiance. Yeah, but she's still alive. She didn't destroy herself. What a fool. I'll never understand that. They took Miro from me. I will fight them to the end. I don't care anymore. I miss you, Miro. If she had lived, she's most likely in the hands of the professor. How would the treat... Okay. Here's her motivation for fighting, right? Saving our friend. Taking her life is not their goal, but a body deprived of its mind. Is the professor going to do it again to her? Even if I could escape this cycle, I only hope that I've made progress. Remember me, please. I don't want to see you looking at me like a stranger. Believe in her. Miroita's heart is resilient. Not only is Notari preserving, so is Mirota. She will come back to you. Come now, don't overburden yourself with doubt. Those bastards, I'm getting worked up now. Time to kick some asses. Do we have intel for the next target? Yes, I have collated the following information while you're resting. What about Miro? Unfortunately, the amount of information in Scepter is limited, circumstantial at best. We would require hacking into their system and construct more inferences. I know it won't be easy, but I've gotten used to it. Again, so she's saying, hey, it won't be easy to hack into this. So instead, here's what we're going to do. You're going to go fly across the countryside and shoot down countless armed drones, I guess what these, just military drones. It's going to be way easier than trying to hack into this computer. Never mind that we should start there. It seems to be a concentration of relevant intel. Maybe she's there or had been there for a while. It's a good guess. However, the local Federation garrison is on high alert. Recommended targeting the lightly defended regions first to undermine defenses. Sounds like a plan. Let's move out. Very good. One day I'll find you, Miro. Determination. Determination. Watch the prologue. I don't know if the implication there is that the main character has determination to help her friend, or like, yo, man, you fucking buttoned through that. We watched you. We know you watched that shit. You didn't skip the narration. So achievement unlocked. Determination. Okay, now we're playing this. Now we start flying. Let's go save our friends. They're trying to kill my mind. The fuck? It's so extra. It is so over the top for what they... It's our lucky day. We got off the ground before they could catch us. Yep. I was getting ready to like talk about the pixel scaling and like, oh yeah, you know, look at the way the way they're scaling the graphics. Like, what is that? It reminds you of that System 7 Sega. No. All feathers must have their minds eliminated by Dandelion. We did borrow the airfield. Federation forces have raised readiness level. Expect contact soon. Careful, Natari won't find a place to land anytime soon. Of course, I'll ride the wind and follow her footsteps. I assume the answer is no, but every time I want to play this game, do I got to go through that again? Alright, there's my gun. It's like, what the hell? I am getting Afterburner vibes, though. This is over-the-top anime Afterburner is great. Alright, switch cannons here. What's this other one? Hot anime bullshit. Alright, so we only have the missiles. You can just sort of duck out of the way of shit. They're gonna, like, collide into you. Cool. Cool. Any reason not to just jam on this cannon the whole time? It's missing, like, where you get lock on, like, or it's gonna be telling you, like, you've been locked on by the enemy, and you should dodge out of the way, right? Because you got a dodge button. There should be something that helps with that. Is it really just fire one missile, or is it like it looks like a barrage of missiles? So if I lock on these 4 dudes, fire 1 missile, 2 missiles get fired. All right, so it's not a direct 1-to-1. Oh, I love that sound. Oh, that's great. And now we're flying over the wastelands of 2020. Look at all these jungle overridden cities. The mega city of presumably Machu Picchu. Like, I don't... Oh, I love this. The playing of the game so far is fun enough, but it is... I don't know if it's intentionally like an est version of one of these games, but I'm hoping it is. Because I'm enjoying it on that level a lot. And it does. It reminds me of playing like a Sega arcade game, right? So I said like in, what did I say, like 1998? Maybe right. I mean, this 88, 89, I think, is when you would have had afterburners. You'd be sitting like a little cabinet, right? A little cockpit with a HOTAS. But yeah, this is a fun one of these. I don't know if they make these very often anymore. What's the last time they did like a Panzer Dragoon type game? Presumably it would have been like something like Panzer Dragoon. But I think it's a good genre to choose from if you're fucking making an indie game. Really easy to go do like a visual, not really easy. Predictable to go do a visual novel or like an RPG. So yeah, go do one of these games. It's a game they haven't made in a while. Make it your own. You know it works. Gonna get into her first big dragon boss. I can feel it. Right? It's gonna be a multi-segmented space dragon. Alright. I still don't fully understand the overdrive. I'm just periodically tapping it. I feel like I'm supposed to. For gameplay purposes, right? Like... Oh god. Alright. Sometimes I'm getting hit and I'm not fully aware of why. Like, I don't know if I'm actually blown up or that them blowing up. Like, my health doesn't go down super quick. But I don't know if I'm, like, running into dudes from... Those... Alright, I got hit by those. But I think I'm getting, like, hit from guys from the side. If so, that's kind of beat. Because I can't see the dudes behind me. You're not giving me, like, on a... Hey, go to your left. Go to your right. Like, that's why I think I'm saying there should be, like, a dodge warning. Would probably be neat. Nice! Yes! 100% what I wanted. An enemy approaching. This is the giant... Holy fuck. U-19, the blue whale. Great. Great, great, great. So get lock on and fire all your missiles. Take off every zig. Right, is that what we're doing? There's no reason not to spam the missiles that I can see. We're gonna die here, aren't we? Yeah, I don't know how to not get hit, though. That's the thing. Like, how do I not get hit? Enemy destroyed. I took a shitload of damage to the blue whale. Great sprite scaling. Great. Oh, I probably broke it. Bandits were tough, though. I couldn't afford to go easy. Hopefully they'll heal me up here. Lusolia, did you get anything? Not a problem. They're weaker than the weaker they are, the easier it is for me to invade. Downloading data now. Yes. There's traces of Mirota's activity. This progress, but we're nowhere near finding her. We need to keep it up. Okay, wait. Incoming bogey. 12 o'clock high. Is it? Mr. Sensual, thank you for stopping by. I got a bogey 12 o'clock high. So you gotta bear with me as I deal with my bogey here. I lost my chat. Hold on. Game's gonna go quiet because apparently I'm not allowed to. Oh god. Oh god. Lost my chat. What anime is this? It's all of them. All of them rolled into one. It is fairly nonsensical, but in a great way. No, I do not want to control this with my mouse and keyboard. Oh god. But yes, the real Monty Python, I miss you. Yes, we have to go find Amuro Ray. That is our most important thing. Our Shinji, our Amuro Ray. So, Mr. Central, if you're just tuning in right now, so you have feathers. Now, feathers, their brains, their minds must be replaced by dandelions, and they're grown in pairs. And Russia, the Soviet Union, the future of 2017, Lucolia, AI, Lamperia. Yeah. No. It's fine. It's the future of 2017, and all feathers must have their minds replaced by dandelion. And when I'm saying it's all feathers in all caps and dandelions in all caps. So all feathers must have their minds replaced by dandelion. And Lucolia, the AI, 3 years after the professor talking to the major, and now the Soviets. There you go. You're caught up. And for what is basically like an arcade afterburner, Panzer Dragoon. You're not the only one. You're not the only one. There was like 15 minutes of preamble of me. Watch the replay. It's too early for this shit. So now this is our friend Mirota, and she's gonna fight us because there can be. It's like Highlander. It's like the Highlander, right? There can be only one. See, this is Lucolia. She's our Lampier AI. Notice how she has 2 hats on. 2 hats, bows in her hair, Windsor knot tie. Something's off. What now? Signal exhibits strong characteristics of Mirota, but multiple key identifiers are not matching. See, that's why she's talking nonsense, because she's an AI. The blue-haired girl who I really want to be wearing pants, but refuses to do so, they're talking nonsense because Japan. Bear in mind, love Japan. Evade. She's gonna start shooting at you. Yeah. Target identified. Commencing elimination protocol. See, even I know to do it in that voice. Right? Target. Hold on. Where's my shit at? Shit like that. Something like that. I can't say what's going on, but that's not her. On your guard, Notari. I'll attempt intrusion into her system. That sounds perverse. I don't like the way you said that. Can't you just say you'll try to hack her? Like, I don't... That's... Here we go. Alright, so now we're just gonna fight her. Okay, now I'm probably gonna die, because I'm barely following these fucking controls. Right, like, I don't know why I get hit half the times I get hit. We're just gonna lock on and fire missiles over, and over, and over, and over. And just, like, try to circle strafe around this sprite. So now it's, like, kind of like virtual on. again, great. I'm making fun of the game because, again, I don't like saying it's extra over and over again, but it is really over the top for what it is. And I appreciate it. I really do. I really do. But it's one of these things where, like, I love the amount of polish on it, right? But from a gameplay standpoint, I don't know what I'm fully doing. I don't know why I get hit half the time I get hit. But all feathers must have their minds replaced by dandelion. That helps me not get hit by missiles. Like at that one, I don't like. I was already off the screen. I thought like. I guess I thought the overdrive was like a bullet, like a screen clearing. I love the patterns that are coming out though are awesome. Like it's Virtual One is a massive Virtual One. You wish you had pants too, yeah, Mr. Central. I'm with you. Virtual One is a masterpiece. Agreed, wholeheartedly agreed. So there's a lot that I'm really liking about this game. It's just the degree that they've taken it to. It's like I don't know. You go online and fall into like the wrong subreddit. It's not where I'm going. It's not related to pants. If you go like into the wrong subreddit of like dudes who are into like, you know, we make the world's most perfectly spherical aluminum balls, right? And they have like their own like universe sphere casters, right? And they just take it to like an obsessive degree, and they argue about like what kind of steel wool. You don't ever use steel wool on your alu sphere. You rub it down with cardboard, right? Just that crazy, intense nuance, and they've like it seems like they poured it into their own little universe. If this is based on a property, I might change my mind, but it's really like they took a relatively simple game concept and just started dumping ideas, just every idea we have into it. There's just an endless amount. Hold on. Connection lost. She was fast. I'm sorry, but I'm able to breach her defense. Again, I don't like breach. Breach, I don't know. There's something underweary about breach there. I don't know. That's fine, Lucolia. What breaches might be what I'm thinking. Do you think that was her? How did Miro become that thing? I don't want to say it was. Right now, the Mirota signal dropped back down to nominal level. What happened to you, Miro? She headed that way. We should catch up. Very well. All right, let's do that. Hunter plasma cannon. Okay, cool. So that's where we get the plasma cannon. Does it make a difference? Do I know any difference from the plasma cannon? The answer is I do not. It's right. Is that more effective than the missiles? I don't know. I love all the accoutrement, like all the little blips and dials and all the stuff that this. Right, all the little indicators, all the little UI elements. It's great. It's great. Oh, the bullet patterns are fantastic. I like the idea of this type of game with sort of like more modern hardware where you could handle like elaborate bullet patterns. I just don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to do with my character about it, right? Like I don't know how to navigate through this 3D casted space to have it make sense. But I am very fond of it. And I'm sure there's dudes who are really good at it. You know, it's back to like the Binding of Isaac. When I started playing, I'm like, what the fuck is my hitbox? Maybe where I'm at is like, wait, where's my hitbox and how do I not get hit? Like shit's obviously not hitting the screen doesn't hit me. I figured that much out. But sometimes it seems like it clips my character. So definitely the very dead center of the character is the hitbox, right? No question about that. But even then, I'm like, well, how do I dodge out of this one? Like this shit, how do I dodge that? Right? It's a giant line on the screen. So it's a depth perception problem, too. Like, how close is it to my character? That makes it hard to judge. You know what I mean? I love the franticness of this. I like a really good, high-intensity, over-the-top... I love the background changes. I love the fucking Sunset Beach. This is beautiful. This is like $4 on Steam, by the way. if you like old Afterburner arcade type games, they did a really good job with this. I make fun because I love, right? Like, this is not a this is mocking with my heart. Right, they said something about you regain energy by firing missiles, which, like, I haven't been able to fucking figure out. I like the Hunter Cannon. It does sound good. I wish, you know what I do wish? They don't have it? Rumble. This would be really good with some decent rumble on the controller. I feel like that's an opportunity missed. To really fucking... that might be a little. Is there a little? Might be subtle. Yeah, it's there. It's just subtle. It is. It's subtle, but it is there. It's like a haptic bump. Like, bump, bump. Yep, that's it. We done? No, we're back. All right, so we got one life to live. So we better watch out for Falcon Crest. And these are the days of our lives. All right, come on. Again, I don't know why I'm getting hit by that shit. Clearly I am, but I don't know what the game would have had me do to stop that from happening, right? And I got the... Ooh! I love the pitch up. Oh, shit. What's that stuff? We're introducing new ways of fucking me over. Oh, they just got lasers now? Yeah, this is a lot of fun. I just don't know how to be good at it. Right? This is another one of those games that I would expect to find, like, in an arcade in Japan with just like 2 or 3 dudes sitting saucer-eyed over the cabinet, right in the corner, stack of energy drinks, half a pack of Lucky Sevens, Lucky Milds, whatever the hell it is, Mild Sevens, right? Just smoking cigarettes, chain smoking, and playing this. I get the where there would be an appeal to this game. I don't know how to make it so I'm not gonna die playing it. Like, I don't know what the game wants from me. Ironically enough, it's as much like playing a slot machine of like, oh, I get what I'm supposed to do. I need to get all the cherries to line up, or I need to get 7 in a row. I just don't know how to get the computer to do it. Like, right? I don't know what I'm doing that's making my life go down and what I need to stop doing. But it's fun. All of the artwork is beautiful. It's a really good speed. It has really high resolution or high refresh rate modes. Like if you go into the options, it does like 120 hertz. I bet you this is great if you have like a 144 hertz monitor. I bet you this is a blast to play. It's locked at 50 on mine because that's what my monitor is, 50 hertz, and then that's our refresh rate, right? Like, what are you gonna do? It's got some great butt rock music going on in the background, right? Exactly what you want your anime girl firing missiles to be doing. Yeah, I don't know what I did and what I shouldn't have done. Just like the overdrive button, I have those. Is that what I should be doing? The overdrive? Because I don't know what charges the overdrive. It seems like it's your screen clear, right? And I'm trying to save it for like bosses and stuff, but I'm not gonna make it that far. And if they're shooting me with missiles from behind, they should really give me that, like, you know, left, right, that type of thing. Left, right, right. Yeah, a lot of fun. I love this. I love this enemy approaching. I've made stuff like that in OBS that one day will maybe make an appearance, but I love that type of shit. Love it. It's just the fucking best. It's just the best. One day, you'll see a kaiju warning and you'll understand. Alright, so at least this one I understand what I'm supposed to do on Tripedal Crow. The 3-footed crow. Blue whale, I didn't know I was supposed to do Tripedal Crow. I know where to shoot it. More vibration would be great on the controller. Like, really fucking... You know, speaking of the trance vibrator. Can we get trance vibrator support from the PlayStation 2 version of Res? The big USB vibration block? Right? Just destroyed Tripedal Crow, strategic bomber. I did at that. Lucilia, how's her signal? No change, but it was the right direction. It's alright, we're probably getting close. Something I said, it just hit me. She's nothing like the way I remembered. It's been a few years and Mira's coming back from dead. Mirage feathers when your parents walk in. 100%. Come back from the dead. Mirage feathers when my FBI agent switches over to my screen like... And I'm like, they're 45-year-old robots. You don't understand. It's... The one on the left is a 45-year-old robot. The one on the right is AI. She doesn't even exist. Yeah. All I have wanted is to see her again, to rescue her. All that thought has carried me through the past 3 years. No! Hold on. Pause. You were unconscious that whole time. It's been 5 minutes as far as... No. You've been no. Please. Now you're being dramatic. Notari, you're being dramatic, right? You're exaggerating again for social media. You've not been, that thought's carried. You weren't even fucking awake. You didn't even know it happened. It was 2017. You got knocked out. You woke up in 2020. Don't try to explain it. It makes it worse. We're going to cut to me on my diagram where I have all my strings tying things together like Charlie. It's always sunny. Notari felt in Russia. All feathers must have their minds replaced by Dandelion. But when I meet her again, I couldn't recognize her. I wonder why. Does it matter how much she's changed? Mirota is still Mirota. Unlike you, I take Japanese. I can't even fucking pronounce these names. We must adapt to external circumstances, but do not let your own doubts shake your resolve. Tell me then, is Mirota still the most important person in your life? You have one of those emergency I do have one. I have one. I made it. Right? It already exists. Right? If someone makes a mistake in subscribing to me, you'll see it come up. Tell me then, is Mirota the most important person in your life? My wife has seen it. If I ever have to pull her in to verify, it's like, dude, he made one like 3 months ago. I got like a wild hair at my ass to make one. And it is also extremely over the top. Tell me then, is Mirota still the most important person in your life? Without question, then nothing has changed. If she was altered, then we need to find a way to revert her back and make the responsible parties pay. Trust in yourself, Mirota. In her eyes, you're still old Notari, the most important person. No, again, you are not her brain has been replaced by Dandelion. Guys, her mind has been replaced by, why are they saying that? Her mind is, so no, it's not in her eyes because her mind is replaced by Dandelion. She would not like to see you this way. It saddens me too. You barely fucking know me. You're an AI. I was out cold for... Thanks, Lucilia. Someone could really be a blockhead sometimes. Hey, one of these. Give me one of these. Give me one of these. Yo, I'm right here. Focus on the missions. Bandits incoming. Yeah, whatever. Full speed ahead. The submissiveness. Tsunami bomb added. Oh, sweet. Give me that tsunami bomb. What's the story on that? Oh, beautiful. It's great. The game is wonderful. It actually is beautiful the way it handles all this. It's so nice to see what they can do with like modern technology for this type of... There's that segmented dragon thing I promised you we'd see. Gave you my word. I gave you my word it would happen. Giant enemy crabs are all that we're missing. Now we're coming at them instead of like, we're coming down. I'm like, this is great. I love this. I might die here in 30 seconds and not be good at it, but this is wonderful. If you're into this type of game, this is that game for you. Because now we're coming at it from like the above angles. Like, look, I love this. Ah, this is so over the top. And again, for $4. Talk about a labor of love. I'd like to make suggestions for the game, but it's just me being bad at it, I think, is all it is. It's fine. I never remember being good at this type of game, so it's like, I don't. Explosions are great. I could blow shit up all day in this. This is fun. And again, it's interestingly enough, one of the best things is the scene transitions. Like when you go from one level to another, none of the levels, I mean, I don't want to say none of the levels have been the same, because obviously it's been, you flying over a 2D plane, like a flat surface. Not plane as in plane, but, a plane as in a polygon. It's been that, but it's always been like a unique perspective on it. Like this coming down like at a 45-degree angle. This is great. I consider myself a bit like a video game nerd, even though I don't know everything. I don't know any type of this game where they did this perspective. This is fun. It's what an incredible waste of resources would have been from like an arcade standpoint to what if we drew all the sprites that we have twice? Because one, it's got to be at a 45 downward angle, and they'd be like, "What the fuck are you talking about? Do you know how much memory chips cost? This game already costs $5,000. You want to make it cost $10,000, so one of the stages, you're going to be able to come down at a slight pitch towards the enemy sprites. You can see, like, the back of them, kind of. And in some cases, you can see the top of them. You would have fired the dude immediately. And rightly so, right? Like, now we're in the jungle. Even like this poppin' is not necessary to make me dodge these bridges. So that's a game choice, right? We have the technology that we could have the draw distance. Instead it's popping in. And that's fun. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Yep, I figured it. I knew it. I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it. You could run into those things. Well, get ready. I like that big third option. This big fuck-off cannon. Just blowing the fuck out of everything. Fuck you! Oh, God. Okay. So, alright, so yeah, use your dodge to get out of the way of the bridge. That makes sense. Right? They probably put that in there just as, hey, you remember you had a dodge button, right? Now we're going to put a gameplay mechanic in it that's going to warrant the use of the dodge. Now, after this, I will have to research, like, is Mirage, is this an existing property? Is this like a manga that already exists? And then, like, in some ways, the dudes are like, well, what do you want us to do? We got to explain the story. It's been running for the last 45 comic hits. It's a spinoff of the Toho, right? The Toho universe, right? Like, it's... You know, I don't know. We just got to do the professor's an integral part of the thing. You know, it's where everyone's really a clone of the professor. Stage 9, cool. I guess dodge these laser beams is my edict. Yeah, I just like that one right there. That's the fucking missile. Normally, I'm team missile barrage. Give me 500 tiny missiles, like all flying out at eccentric homing angles. That's my gig. But this one big fuck off, boom. I'm enjoying that one. You get your mecha power fantasies are pretty well covered here with your weapon choice. You can get like the gauze cannon if you're a big heavy arms dude. From Gundam W. Or you can just fire off a ton of little missiles like Macross. I think those are Macross style missiles, right? It's something like that. That's what they would do in Macross and Robotech. Or you just, like me, there's one big fucking target them all, blow them up with one shot. Which I wouldn't have thought that about myself. Again, if you had presented me with this for your anime space flying girl who needs pants shooting simulator, right? Would you like a ton of tiny missiles? one big missile or a giant Vulcan cannon. Right? The third one would have been the big missile. It would have, the gauze cannon or the tiny missiles, depending on my day. Just a shitload of chaos happening at once. But no, I like that precise. One shot, go fuck yourself, right? Like a sniper rifle here. So we always learn about ourselves, you know? Let that be a lesson. Don't judge yourself too early. Give yourself a chance. Give yourself a chance to grow. Maybe you too will find, you know, your pantless anime girl space shooter of your heart. And we can grow together. No more war. There you go. See that? And all the wars were ended all at once. But yeah, all of the scenes, like all the settings are all fantastic. Like this sort of charred fucking ruin. It's great. It's a nice comparison to like the Sunset Beach we had fucking 400 stages ago. Versus the dilapidated, overgrown city that we had for the second stage. You know? It's all rad. Love the explosions. I don't know if I'm getting better at the game or not. Oh, I love it. I love it. Thunder Dragon, here it is! I promised! I fucking willed it into existence! I am Cassandra. It's a giant segmented sprite dragon. I fucking knew it the whole time. After the creation of the FBI had a nuke to plant. It's the only option. It's the only... We couldn't get them to wear pants. Couldn't get them to wear pants. And then it's like, well, why do you keep looking down there? Because they're not wearing pants. Well, why are you looking? Because they're not wearing... It's just a loss. Why are you looking? Because they're not wearing pants. Okay, how do you not know they're pants? Because I can't stop looking. Well, why are you looking? Because they're not wearing pants! My FBI agent has got to talk to his therapist tonight. I know that. Oh, fuck off. What am I supposed to hit? Am I not... I can't lock onto the segmented dragon. What's going on here? This is just purely dodging. There's no counter-offensive I can do here. Alright, there it goes. Alright, we'll switch to cannons, because maybe it's that big single missile. Oh, fuck. I love flying through these patterns. Again, I don't know this type of game where they've ever done that. The Thunder Dragon! Fuck. Fuck. Alright, we'll try the cannon again. Ah, that's... We dead? Is that game over? Continue? Yes, fuck it. Fuck it. Whatever. We got 3 credits. Stage 9 could be the last stage. Watch there be like 450 stages. Enemy destroyed. Destroyed the Thunder Dragon aerial train. Alright, I can see that. Here we go again. Miroita. Contact. Scanning for positive ID. I'm not going to put the robot back on. I don't even know if that's the robot voice. I can't hear it. She's out. Here we go again. Miro, hear me out. We don't have to fight. Target identification confirmed. Continuing mission. That's useless. She's not listening. Try to wear her down, Notari. This time I will get in. Ew. My thoughts exactly. At least she's wearing pants. Okay, what do you want me to do to not get hit by these things? The depth perception is hard. Like, how big does the sprite have to be when it's going to run into you? Right? That's where I'm having my most difficulty. Just fucking boom! Just watch the fucking health bar melt. Just do that over and over again. Like, because you get the sprite's coming at you. Sprite's coming at you. So, like, when is it big enough that it hits me? That's what I'm struggling with. I'm like, is it? Oh, it's just... It's not now. It's because it's not here. Right? It's just like, at some point in time between here and here, I can't judge it. Unknown malfunction. Weapon systems offline. Did we make it? I shut her down. We are safe for now. Her firewall was quite sophisticated. It took a while. Ooh. Can we not hack this girl? She doesn't appear very responsive, though. Miro, can you hear me? Maroita, I'm Notari. I've been trying to find you. What happened to you? I'm sorry it took me so long. Can we talk? Can we talk for a minute? Girl, I want you to wear some pants. Lucilia, do not follow me. Why, Miro? I went through a lot to get to you. Whatever this is, we can work it out. Negative, too risky, too... Do not try again. You will die. I know I'm risking my life. I have nothing else left. I promised myself one day I will rescue you, and together we will take revenge on those who did this to us. Is this Notari? Unswayed by certain death. Incomprehensible. Is that right? We feathers are destined to perish in the sky. See, feathers, all caps. Could be tomorrow, could be in the next 10 minutes. Oh, it's definitely going to be in the next 10 minutes. I got other games to play. Isn't it better to take the time we have left worthwhile rather than curl up and hide? If we lost someone, are we supposed to pretend nothing happened? I'm not afraid, and I'm more likely to live by taking the fight to them. I see, so that's why she liked you. Nevertheless, Notari, you should go. Forget this ever happened. Miro! My head is going to burst. Executing repair protocol. Initiating overdrive. Commencing emergency recall. Wait. Lucilia, we're going after her. Very good. Yep, very good indeed. Avenger laser obtained. Give me that shit. Oh. Can counter small bullets, including bosses. Cool. Not great! This tunnel! This tunnel is fantastic! This game is awesome. Oh, there's little mechs! I'm bad at this game. I know that. But it's cool as fuck. Oh god! What the hell am I supposed to do? I guess dodge these things, but again, that's that puzzle of like, when is close too close? See, I feel good about that. Just fucking murking everything. Alright, let's switch to our new laser. I already forgot what it's called. Again, another kind of top-down angle. Great. Ah. Look, the sprites stacking on top of each other, like all the different parallax. So cool. Just super, super fucking rad. When I come, like, back from Japan, covered in Feather Mirage merch, Mirage Feather merch, you'll understand why. Oh, you can just hold this down. It's a fucking oh, it's a beam weapon. Oh, you can just hold it. Oh. Oh. Just painting dudes. And I'll be the first to be like, and they don't need to wear pants because they're robots. And then I can go to jail. Oh, this game has a lot of heart. It seems like you... I think it does, yeah. But I think you have to use it. It's something. They all do. So if we get this one, this cannon does, it uses it slowly. And this does too, right? They all do. I just don't fully understand. Even the missiles are supposed to charge it or something? Or supposed to give you energy. So yeah. I'm just having fun. I've given up on trying to mechanically understand the game, and I'm just bathing in this fucking Akihabara lunacy that this game is. I'm just enjoying it. Alright. I've stopped trying to understand. Oh! Oh! Yeah, I want to be in a big cockpit where it's like pitching you around like one of those ones. That'd be fun. Oh, no energy. Okay. There we go. Missile, 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 missile. Missile, missile, missile. Alright, let's change back to this one. I love the bullet patterns. I mean, that's great. Again, and there might... you know, there might be dudes who are way more into shmups or shooters than I am and be like, oh yeah, they've done this, but I don't know. This first-person perspective, like Panzer Dragoon or Space Harrier or Afterburner, a lot of the Sega games, of Sin and Punishment, to a lesser extent, Star Fox, I guess, right? Let's talk about this from through the lens of Nintendo, where they have like these elaborate bullet patterns, like a Danmaku shooter might have. I don't know of anyone who did that. So it's a nice mashup. Two things you didn't necessarily think would kind of go together. Oh, can't dodge. No energy, can't dodge. Stage how many stages are there going to be? 4 hours later, stage 72. All right. As I slowly wake up over time. Again, doing this first thing in the morning, perhaps not advisable. I do notice that it does seem to switch me over automatically to missiles. So the instructions do say something about, hey, missiles charge your overdrive. I guess, but they called it energy, and I was thinking maybe health. But the missiles charge your overdrive, and then everything else drains the overdrive. So once you get it all charged up, fucking dump it out. So that makes sense. So periodically you should switch to missiles. Okay. Okay, I get it. Alright, I see it. Alright, I'm stupid. I see it now. I still don't know how not to get hit. But, alright, I understand that one system. So, fire missiles to recharge your overdrive. Got it. Which is weird because to me, like, call me stupid, missiles seem like the most resourcey of the weapons. Like a beam weapon, right? You're converting energy into light, or or something to that effect. So you'd think that maybe switching to the laser would give you time to the nanobots to build their missiles. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Depends on how long the lenses... True. How long the lenses last. But again, in this universe, the 2017 Soviets, like, the East Germans, they're laser lens making materials. It's beyond our ken, right? We don't understand how strong they are. Oh. All right, so you actually... Nice. You actually have to hit the enemy with your missiles. Gotcha, Miro. Why are you running away? You haven't explained what happened. Look out, Notari. Target acquired. Engaging. Did she reset again? Dang it, she was just talking now. Why do you have a happy face? Diagnosing in progress. We'll reattempt intrusion. Ooh. I'm counting on you. Counting you to stop intrusion. Oh, wow. Okay. Alright. Okay. Oh, fucking hell. Alright. Where's that big cannon? Here we go. Can we just do this again? Will this work? Can I keep going to this fucking well? Just the most American way of salt. What if I shoot all the big guns all at once over and over again? Will my problems get solved? We're gonna run out of energy, I know it. Almost. We got most of the way there, but it did cost us a life. Target system damage severe. Target status operational. Unable to continue. Lucilia, what's the status? I've cracked her system. However, it hurts. Have the best times firing lasers. Thank you, Romandi Python. Thank you for stopping by for this. I'm Now you'll be caught up in all of the lore from this point forward of Feathers and Dandelion and the Mirage, and thank you for stopping by. It hurts what? You persisted, Notari. I'd do better if it was actually in, like, written in Japanese. I have trouble sometimes reading Japanese words in English characters. It throws me. I don't know why. Notari, and you live. I'm glad. If it was in hiragana or katakana, I'd have an easier time. I don't know why. Miro, are you okay? I'm sorry for what I did to you. We should never have met. Why? It's okay. We are together again. I am a dandelion. Oh, shit. What? I'm sorry. This is not Miroita. Miroita. We appear similar to Miroita. I don't know I had Miroita's mind. Didn't know. It seems to have been uncovered. Understand that I am no more her shade. I am no more than her shade. And I was built as an instrument for war. I have no control over my actions. Still, it's good to see you, Lucilia. It sounds strange coming from me. Are you not her? I don't get it. But you know me or remember me? These are fragmented memories with many gaps. Memory not of my own. But meeting you might have restored some of it. Huh, I'm just one of the dandelions. It is not meant for me. Still, I am released from control. Now I am about to die. Such is my fate. Miro, I'm so sorry. It's meant to be. Only when I'm dying, the overloaded encephalon is able to circumvent remote control. That's how I become free! Were you fucking paying attention at all? It's only when I'm dying that the overloaded encephalon is able to circumvent remote control. That's how I become free. A loophole in the system that has allowed 1,000th of us to see the light. I am lucky. Your skills in combat have evolved far. No, they haven't. I'm guessing being marked for elimination gives you plenty of practice. Everyone is out for your blood. I fucking jam on buttons. Yet you take such risks. Incomprehensible. Since then, I've been worried about you. I didn't know where to find you. There is nothing else for me to do except fighting. Always fighting. Every day I wander aimlessly in search of you, brushing shoulders with death. I knew that they had you, and you must be somewhere waiting for me, so I must fight. Remember, I am not her, Miroita. She is still lying dormant in some faraway place, but there is a connection between the two of us. I can let her hear your words. She said, if you insisted, she would support you, right? So she had her with new phone, who dis, was number one. Separation from you has not been easy, but I want you to live more than anything. I also know that you will not give up while you live. We did nothing to deserve this, but reclaim what is rightfully ours. We have to give all we've got. That's my Notari, always fighting, always advancing. So I must be brave too. I must take the first step. I will not sit on the sideline, not this time. Don't worry about me. Can you hold my hands? So we go forward together. No matter what you do, I will hold your hands. No one else is more important than you in my life. I'll always be with you. This is word for word my wedding vows that I took with my wife. I mean, all of the dialogue, including, you know, all feathers must be replaced with dandelion. Like, I didn't realize it till now, but yeah, word for word, this has been my wedding vows. Whole thing. It was a long ceremony. We gotta hack the uplink to download and interrupt the hive mind connection. Yes, we do. Joker88945, hello, are you watching this shit? This is hot anime bullshit, and it's fantastic. Transmission terminated. I cannot keep it up any longer. That's all I could manage. You did your best. Are you going to come with me? I need you to help me find where you really are. It's tempting, but I'm broken. It will not do. I don't know why in my head that read was by like an older Jewish man. It's tempting, but I'm broken. It will not do. That's more of an Adam Sandler than anything. I can take you to a repair shop. I know a place. You'll be back to trim in a jiffy. The condition that allowed me to escape control is inherently unstable. I know I do not deserve your kindness, but I am glad. After all, I'm not her. I think this is more than I could have hoped for. Still, I have a request. Okay, name it. I'll get it done. I was born on board the FNS Onirika, an armory vessel in the Federation Navy Asian Pacific Fleet. Our numbers are many. The dandelions, based on Miroita template. Onirika is packed full of unborn copies of me. Okay, so Joker, I assume you've been caught up to date on this, but remember, all feathers, right, must be replaced with dandelions. So they are inherently enemies. Their minds must be replaced with dandelions. So they're enemies, and they're working together. Onirika is packed full of unborn copies of me. Each one of us is a marionette carrying out the missions of that the real Miroita would want no part in. Therefore, I implore you, take down Onirika, and you take down all of us. Promise me. Notari, this is the AI. Notice she has 2 hats, barrettes in her hair, Windsor knot. That's how you know it's an AI. Notari, I promise. Then it is good. Lucilia, I'm here. I'm transferring my access clearance to Onirikia to you. Conspicuous 2 spaces there for some reason. It is my voice profile. You'll have to access more. You will have access to more intelligence with it. Understood. Reception confirmed. My work is done. I am tired. Yeah, you and me both. This must be one that's worthwhile, even just for the few minutes I have left. This is truly to be alive. Time to go. Don't you get all fucking Rutger Hauer on me. Don't you dare. Don't you dare pull a Roy Batty. You didn't earn it. I've seen things you feathers would not believe. Pants on people. I see that game just before I could. Yeah. I wish you good luck. Stay true, Notari. Farewell. Poor child. The moment awakening is her death. This again, losing Miro right before my eyes. I'm sorry I could not save you. Not your fault, Notari. At least she lived under her own will. She helped us communicate with Miroita. She would not blame you. She would hope you would fight on. Breathe deep. Huh, you're right. It's just so sudden I wasn't ready for it. I'll never forget that day. Why don't we call it a day? You could use some rest, please. I'm able to confirm that the signals previously believed to be Miroita in this area came from dandelions. I'm prepared to develop other targets. What do you think, Notari? I want Onirika scratched now. Not so fast. Key assets like Onirika are guarded by elite Federation forces. Getting close will be no mean feat. I'm going for it. It's the one thing I can do for her. Each and every dandelion is a reminder of our misery. Miro's, mine, even themselves. If what she said was true, if we took them out before they were activated, no more doppelgangers for Miroita. There are mirages in the mirror. Bold move, Notari. Let's hope it pays off. I can't see it right now. Again, dodgeball. Bold move, Cotton. If we were successful, we would also remove the signal perturbation from dandelions, narrowing down the search space for Miroita. Let us work that. So we're like on level 12. Like, all joking aside, how many levels? Stage 13. The Aurora Borealis. All right, we're already. So we'll switch to our other weapons. So once we charge up on overdrive, then we switch off the missiles. Let's just fucking move my favorite. Move this one. Just fucking zip, 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 zip. Just zip, 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 zip. Fuck you all. Fuck you all. Fuck you all. All right. I still don't know how to dodge. Internet says 15. 15 what? 15 what? 15 levels? Alright. Okay, good. I was getting scared there for a minute. It's like, are we like halfway through? 7 hours into the Mirage Feather Marathon. Are we ready for the boss yet? Where's our boss? Alright, so you definitely want to charge up... You know, we definitely want to charge up our overdrive bar before the boss. So maybe I should start... Just focus on missiles for a bit. It charges really quick, though, so I don't know. I'm trying to strategize when I can't fucking dodge anything. Because I don't know when I'm supposed to dodge it. And I don't know where the hitbox is, so I'm just like, yeah, I'm like, what am I supposed to do there? Not fly into, like, not fly into these, right? I guess it doesn't seem like, all right. Okay. Yep, I did something wrong there. I got hurt. Sure. Got hit there as well. Ask me, yep. Ooh, Antarctica. Population, penguins. Alright, so that little noise of us getting another... It's also underneath the overdrive, but I think that's like a smart bomb. It is a smart bomb. I just don't know what to call it. Still no pants. Still pantless. Oh god! That's the upgrade I'm pushing for. As a nice pair of slacks. Right? Just something. I like the one shot. Just, it's satisfying. Right, that's... Boom. My anti-boss cannon. Just the fucking Yamato. Just wham, 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 wham. I do like it. I am enjoying this. I'm having a ton of fun. I just, again, as I've said, I don't know how to get better at not getting hit. I don't know what's causing it. Right? Like, I don't know how to prevent it. Obviously, it's missiles and bullets and shit being fired on the screen. I'm not stupid, but, like, I can't tell you why some hit and other ones don't. I don't know when I actually... Here's a dodge button, right? I don't know when the dodge button is necessary. 15! This is it! Onto the outrun stage. Get ready! Hopefully I have enough credits and lives left to just clear. It's not going to be a one... Obviously, it's not a one credit clear, but it was never going to be in the first place. It was never going to be a one credit clear. Charge your shit back up. So I have a minor control complaint, right? I wish we have so many buttons on this controller that I really would like it if missiles was its own button. Considering missiles it's like it's almost like you have three weapons. You have your primary weapon, right? And then you have the missiles, which charge your missiles are the secondary weapon, and it charges a tertiary weapon. I want missiles to be like its own. I wonder if we can map that. Maybe that'll be a little bit easier. Because otherwise you're just like, you're taking your finger off the trigger to push the bumper multiple times to like cycle through. It's like, yeah, not great. I don't know if this is designed to be played on a HOTAS. Maybe that's why I need to have a hands-on throttle and stick arrangement. Boss. Notara, we've broken through the defense. I did not rate our probability of survival high. Good, gotta do it now. Gotta do it to know it. Okay. Give me a sit rep. FNS Onirika is in range. Prepare for system intrusion. Strong Miroita-like signals are emitting from there. Profile matching dandelion characters. Hot anime bullshit! Must be a lot of them. If we're lucky, we won't have to fight any of them. I wish I could fucking write dialogue like this. So jealous. Not Miro was right about this. This could get real dicey if we waited. Could you dig out any leads to Miro while you're in their system? A capital ship in the Federation Navy has to have a lot of intel. This would help us greatly in finding Miroita and other targets. Do not let your guard down. She might not be intended for combat, but her defense is still formidable. No need to say it twice. Hopefully Dandelion clearances will get us through. Interfacing with the target mainframe. Voice authentication. Protocol initiated. Countersign. Follow the light into the night. On to the end of their dreams. Okay. Word. Oh, I love it. 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 FNS or Onirika. Cool. Yeah, I love big chunky sprites. Scale them. Oh, I love it. Yep. Yep. Tracking lasers, get them. Go on, tracking lasers, start tracking. Oh, I love it. I don't have to aim. I don't have to aim. Play yourself, video game. That's all I ever wanted. All I ever wanted was for my video games to play themselves. Let's try our big ass. Does this do anything? We're just like fucking bang bang. Hitting at nothing and everything in general. Ain't no one dead. I think homing laser is the way to go. Oh, the dudes who made this game, or girls, whoever, dudes, non-gendered dudes, man, they got a lot of heart. They must have spent an incredible amount of time thinking about this shit. This is such a love letter to like arcade games. It's ridiculous, man. Good on them. There's a lot of end of a dream destroyed the Onirika construction ship. Caution. For what? What do you want me to do about it? Data transfer complete. Confirmed destruction of armor vessel FNS Onirika. Dandelion signal sources are diminishing rapidly. AO is clear. We are safe for now. Farewell, sisters. Are you right? Oh, are you all right, Notari? Next to a defeat, the saddest thing is a victory. She handed us the key to Miro's rescue, but I also know I had no choice but to take her out. Or take her kind out. That was my promise. Once I knew I was committed, I sat aside my emotions and went all the way. Now I've done it, I feel sad. Maybe they deserved better. Maybe they could have had their own thoughts and will. Have we not seen the proof? If we knew how to permanently liberate them from federal control, they could live like we do. I thought I had no more time with her. Don't be too hard on yourself. From what I saw, that particular Dandelion's memory, they are fundamentally different from her. Their behavior and thoughts were hard-coded. They were born as puppets. The unit we saw only had recovered some fragments of Miroita's mind. Like she said, that was not stable. So you're saying she knows better than we do that she could not become someone like Miroita. Her dying wish might not seem like a happy outcome to us, but it was the best she could hope for. She wished you not to stumble on her account. All right. Like I said, it's a bold move. Bold strategy. It takes great moral courage to face the challenge. What you did was right. They were mirages and cannot become the real her. Do not doubt yourself. I suppose mirages are just mirages. Thank you for guiding me through my inner crisis. I would not have made it so far without your help. The situation is evolving, but with your resolve, one day we will find Miroita. Let's get out of here and parse the intel we gathered. Tomorrow is a new day, just like every day. Oh, we're still shooting? Game cleared! Omedetou gozaimasu! Miroita! Thank you, Emotion Managing AI. Shinji, we piloted the Pantless Girl. Scenario, Oyasumi Workshop. Oyasumi Workshop. Chris Kang. Period Chris Kang out here holding down all that music. Japanese localization? Hold on. So what, is this originally a Korean game? Because it was localized into Japanese. Here I am thinking it's Oyasumi Workshop. Restful Workshop. Thanks to Soranotan, Hibiko, Dimension Breaker, Development, Mirage Feathers, Ayasumi. Thank you for playing. Chinese, maybe? So who made this, if not the Japanese? It was localized into Japanese. Remember Vanquish and Hillary Clinton was president, but she was traded for... Yes. Yes, 100%. Wow, the breeze here is nice. You've been here all day and are impressed by this wind. When you stand still on ground, the breeze brushes Cross your face gently. Very different. Then we wait here? Yes, but today still nothing. We didn't think they built so many dandelions based on Miroita. False positives are inevitable. Strangely, none of them we encountered afterwards demonstrated free will like she said. Could they hear us when we tried to talk to them? Perhaps it's for the best. If they talked like her, I would grow attached to them. Maybe they did. Indeed. They could not express themselves. I'm sure they could receive external stimuli. This is still going. We are still going. Your words are probably routed to some other place. I'm sure Miroita knows your efforts. I still think you want to meet someone like that first again. The first one again, don't you? 20-minute cutscene. It's been 4 of them. What makes you say that? Because I think you cared about her. I'm not gonna lie, I did. It really felt like talking to Miro. When they recovered their mind, it was like Miro before me. Even if it was not the actual her, it made me feel like meeting her for a little bit. Maybe I do have a longing for encounters with them. But rest assured, I know what they are. Let's not dawdle, Miro is waiting. It wouldn't feel right if you didn't feel anything for them. That is right. I have good news. The Miro-based dandelion units are still multiplying. Probability of encountering one is getting higher. You mean they're going to be the core fighting force of the Federation? Mind aside, fighting them isn't exactly a cakewalk. Why the build-up to take me down? You're good, Notari. You're getting cocky. From what we could piece together, the number of feathers are going down. Dandelions are up. The unification war is over. They are not sending feathers out, and you're the last! Which makes the thinning of the ranks hard to explain, not to mention that each feather is a tough cookie. My hypothesis is dandelions were designed by the military to counter feathers. So when I fought with Miro, exactly, they wanted this from the fucking plane right into their hands. I guess they really are serious about extermination. I'm proud of taking on the Federation, Lucille. I hope there are other feathers like me standing against the tide. I have to find any references and the available intel. Perhaps the dandelions are too much. You may very well be the only feather strong enough to take on the Federation. Miroita had chosen wisely. You think? If we found others like us, maybe we could team up. Agreed. We'll look for allies when analyzing intel. Still going. Look, rocket in the air. That's likely hauling construction material. Not our target. Going to orbit, huh? I wonder what for. Likely for orbital defense construction. They're building a lot of fire bases. The whole world is theirs. Whom are they Whom are they defending against? The Martians? You joke, but they can find some excuse to start a firefight every day. I'm looking at one right now. Shut up. I can barely see the rocket now. Can we go into space? Not with the gears we currently have. Got a craving for the final frontier. I just feel it might be better for us to escape this gloomy planet. Fly me to the moon. Let me again a fucking Evangelion reference. You won't. You can't tell me. Tell me something. I won't have it. I won't have it as an Evangelion reference. That's an Evangelion reference. How romantic. All I want is for a place for myself. Every day I soar in the sky, but I do not feel free. Maybe one day I won't have to fight when I fly. And Miro is there too. I don't know what we're going to do yet, but that's already pure joy for me. Obviously, we would have to make the professor pay first. Simple yet ambitious. I will do my best to help you get there. We will. We don't have much time. Are you sure about this? If the intel is good, the next launch should be the military commsat, right? Yes, hacking into a rocket during ascent is not the easiest thing, though. If they discovered the hacking on the ground, they would cancel the launch and patch up the holes. I want to send not Miro's voice to the satellites. It's no moon, but at least it's off this world. This is how I want her to remember the one thing that belonged to her and not claimed by this world. I remember everything she said. I don't need to listen to the recording over and over again. Understood. But it's time to say goodbye to her. Let's go. What must come to pass here in this world, we shall see them through. So feel the pleasant breeze, fly through the sky without thinking about anything, and take a good rest. Good night. Finn! Holy fuck! What a ride! Wordy. A wordy... Nope. That's not over. It looks like another dream. I haven't seen this face for so long. I can't remember how many dreams there have been, each one adding more strokes to the image. It feels so close right before my eyes, but so out of reach. I'm not afraid. I remember her words. Maybe it's time for me to act too. Did you see that moving thing? Scientist A is here. Scientist B is here. Surely not. Something is wrong. I'm detecting a rapid decompression. Inhibitor number 8 raised a warning. Running diagnostics. Hold off. Number 4 just went offline. 6 is down as well. Call the boss now. There. The subject. How? Attention all personnel. She's just laying there. Central containment is critical failure. Core offline. Alert level is in effect. Attention all personnel. Please don't. Help. I've got to get out of here. Again, cut to like a silhouette. Miroita, location unknown. The professor, stop, Miroita. You've made this difficult. Let's not make it worse. Is it true that Notari is still alive? Oh, her? Probably. I think the Defense Ministry mentioned her before. So the professor is holding hands with... Now tell me, Professor, where is she? I won't go after her. She might only have seconds to live against the dandelions. Listen to me. Stay here. I promise you will be all right. I think not, never again. How could you do this to us? Why do I bother asking? I thought you were the good one. It's a shame to see her influence on you. Yes, I chose to protect you. What? The feathers used to be the most effective Okay. Hold on. The feathers used to be the most effective means of conquest of the Federation. You played decisive roles in several pivotal camps. The world building! I'm like getting suffocated by the world building. But when the leaking of feathers technology came to light, the council decided you were a threat. The council decided to decommission the feathers. They were afraid of losing control over you. If there was a time traveler from like 1987 who like knew what video games were and started playing this, their brain would start leaking out of their fucking nostrils. Just like, how is this a video game? It's just, there's a lot. We have to explain a lot. You're flying around shooting down spaceships. But the rest of this is as important, if not more important. Fortunately, the military had similar ideas as I did. They successfully lobbied the council for retention of feathers in some way. Resolution 93 recognized the necessity of retaining capabilities, but the feathers must be controlled, which means only the obedient feathers are allowed to remain. For me, this was the one chance for either of you to live. The only chance. The obedient feathers turned out to be dandelions, right? You manipulated me to harm Notari. Are you still using me to do your dirty work? I'm not your pawn, Professor. Miroita, commencing engagement. Don't kill her. I apologize. What a shame, Miroita. And thanks to you, Kuro. Alright, Kuro, right? Miroita, how could you betray me? I didn't want you to be purged by the council. Saving your mind means you could live on. Maybe one day things would come around. Notari was a harder case. I didn't have the time. It had to be you. The prototype dandelion, Miroita. Notari, the dandelions are the high-handed killers of the council. I want no part of it. Professor, you too. You made this atrocity possible. I'm leaving, don't even try. Do you really want to be like those fugitives below? To become the enemy of the Federation is to live without hope, to expect death every second of your life. We feathers are destined to perish in the sky. I don't want to live serving tyrants' will this way. At least I can choose the way I die. Have you lost your mind too, Miroita? The Federation is invincible. The army is endless. Whatever you do is in vain. They created you, and they can easily destroy you too. If you can't ensure your own survival, what's the point of talking about your own will? Paperweight! Joker88945, thank you for stopping by. Have a good day. Paperweight, I don't know where we are in this game. Tell me about your raid. Hi, good morning. Thank you for stopping by, Raiders. Paperweight, tell me about your stream. How was the daily challenge? This was supposed to be like Afterburner. Instead, it's one of the most elaborate pieces of fiction I've dealt with in a long time. So, everyone who's joining, feathers. All the minds of the feathers must be replaced. Capital Feathers. The minds of feathers, all caps, must be replaced by the minds of dandelions. Capital letters all the way across. And the AI Lamperia Lucolia 2017 Soviet Russia in the future in 2017 in Soviet Russia, and then Noita goes down during fighting, and then for 3 years she's in a coma but she's a robot woken up by AI, and then all of the minds of the feathers must be replaced. It's fucking long. It's long. It's been going on forever. Good daily today made boss rush mode for... Oh, good. When I found out Notari was fighting alone, I messed up an R key run. Very sad still one, but I've only had that one R key run, but yeah, that was cool. When you get to kind of loop back through and get OP, that's dope. I'm super into it. Sequel old before Hi Blaine. Hey buddy, how you doing? Thanks for stopping by. I saw you last 2-3 days ago on Paperweight stream, Time's a Flat Circle. It couldn't have been 3 days ago because I don't stream on the weekend, so it might have been Friday. How you doing? Welcome to the channel. If you haven't been over here before, thanks for stopping by. We're in the middle of this. We've seen the credits run. Pretty good, good. We've seen the credits run. It said thin, and it's still going. It's not it. It's never gonna end. It's not bad. It's fun. It's just fucking endless. Holy shit. She's in danger. How can I stand by and do nothing for someone important? Notari showed me the possibilities. She taught me how to resist this world. Maybe despair is all that awaits us, but I can't forgive myself for doing nothing. That's why I stand with Notari. The feeble-willed Morita is no more. You... Ah, my failure is complete. What? Here is the clearance from the station. Take it. The doors will open for you. No need to wreck the place. Just like that. Anyway, for the moment you woke up, there is no way to go back to being a dandelion. See capital D. I just wanted to try and hold on a little longer. I had never crossed... See, the professor made these two girls grow up together, and then we're going to force them to kill each other. But I guess that was happening all over the globe. And then this is the joystick that you use to fly your little girl around a spaceship, and you shoot with the triggers when you get to shoot. Every decision I've made, I've tried to control the variables. I thought I covered everything and I controlled the outcome. But I just realized, thanks to you, I've been rationalizing my bad calls. I thought I could save you, but now... What happens after this point is up to you. Soon the IFF system will flag you as hostile. If freedom is what you want, this would be your first trial. It also seems like there's... the Feather, Noita, and the AI, Lucilia, both of them need pants, but they're not wearing pants. And then the Feathers don't need they're not wearing skirts, and therefore it's the dandelions are under control. You will not attack or pursue you. Everything else is out of my hands. Now show me what you can do. It's time to say goodbye, Professor. I don't know how prepared you are. I hope you live. And you are right. I have been a tool perhaps for a long time. Farewell. I don't think we'll see each other ever again. Nope. We're still not over. No. Game is not over. You woke me from the far side of the sky. I am doing what I can to bring about our reunion. It's still hard to believe that I made this move. The design doc, the design Bible for this must have been like the fucking Donnelly directory. Does anyone know what that is? Like a phone book. Holy shit. There's still time. Out there, the cosmos is just another dreary prison. Dawn has yet to come, but I dream no more. I will find a way back. Wait for me. Notari. Now, I might also be like, again, I might embarrass myself, and it turns out this is an existing property, like, an existing manga, but they're packing so much story into the game. So much story. 8 respawns, 1 continued, cheats were off. End. Congratulations on completing story mode. You've unlocked more challenging endless modes. Endless mode, you cannot continue. Enemy stages will appear randomly. Upgrades appear randomly. There's a chance to obtain the Mark II. Ooh, Mark II version of the main weapon. That does sound good. You'll encounter different forms of dandelion. There is no final stage. Your game continues your life from quit. All skills are now available only in All right, so let's PE chip number 1. Special reward for every 1 million points you receive. You receive a 1 permanent effect chip. Using the permanent effect chip allows you to make 1 level of any skill. This fucking roguelike? Did I inadvertently grab a roguelike? There's progression in this game? Breeze, unlocked main menu artwork. Dandelion. So, alright. I got a lot to talk about. We'll debrief this. I did promise we are going to get into the play date. Because I do want to check out whatever the fuck it was. 00 Perfect Point, where the train simulation game. But I want to talk about this ever so briefly, because this is over the fucking top. Yeah. Where to begin? So it's presumably it's like a Space Harrier game, right? Space Harrier, Star Fox, whatever. You fly straightforward, but then there's like bullet hell aspects to it. Like you're flying through these complex bullet patterns. I never did figure out how to dodge stuff. Like I don't know when it's flying at you, like where your hitbox is, when you got to get out of the way. But I have no idea. So like I still run up against it, but it's just there's so much story on top of story, surrounded by story, next to story. And apparently we've collected all of the CGs in the gallery. We've done that. But and there's fan art. There's fan art. How is there fan art? Okay, so here's where Hibioko, right? So that's the illustrator. Okay, so they were thinking Sorano-chan. That's Sorano-chan in Mibioko. What? No, I can't read. I don't know why I can't read that. A little I don't know what the Mibioko. I don't know. And then they also had Japanese localization in the credits. So who made? Where did this game come from? Because this feels like it fell out of Japan. Stage select. What's the permanent point they gave me? Where do I apply the permanent point? All these different levels are tremendous. It's beautifully done. It's a well-crafted game. I don't know that I'm very good at it, but oh my, there's so much here for like $5. And now there's apparently like leveling up. You can power your character up. Why are these ones red? What's this thing with these red ones? This one level is dope. You're coming like down at like a 45-degree angle, and all the sprites are pitched. It's really cool. So, like, I'm partially curious about how does a permanent chip work? Oh, secret final boss? Maybe. So there's a skill point. You can use skill points to improve your character, which may change gameplay. These skills are not permanent or only valid through one play. Skill points are earned, blah, 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 blah. Okay. So except for the permanent point, we do got that one permanent point. So active threat level, raising the game difficulty. Bullet time slows down. I said maintain activate with left. What the fuck? There's bullet time mode. When life drops below 25%, automatically trigger protection, clearing surround. What is this game? Aegis of Lucidia. Replace dodge with shield. I thought this was good. Zero Ranger had whenever. Yes. Okay. I won't lie. So again, to try to start to wrap up on this game, I thought this was going to be like a little quick throw. It's $4. I think it was $4. I thought it was going to be a quick little throwaway game. I saw it in my Steam queue, I think, or I read about this in the blog, the zine, Indie Sushin, whatever. But it's just, it's elaborate to no fucking end, and just the amount of story for like, it's probably not like unbelievably crazy, but for what I was expecting, I wasn't necessarily expecting to spend how long? It was 2 hours going through it. Probably about an hour of that was reading story. But it's a really great game if you're into this type of game. Just for the people who rate it over, I'll fire open just so you can kind of see it. I'll just jump into the tutorial. But like, because was it a visual novel? No, it's not. It's, again, Space Harrier, Afterburner, Sin and Punishment. Like, what else is like that? 3D World Runner. It's one of these games. It's this type of game. You get lock on and you shoot. Shoot missiles, right? Lock on, shoot missiles, right? It's this game, right? Dodge out of the way of the bullets. And then there's this whole elaborate thing of like growing these sentient weapons to kill each other. And I don't know what the fuck. This is a cool weapon right here. What's that one with the dinosaurs? Oh, right. Oh, that's going to drive me nuts. But yeah, it's this game. It's this game, and it's fun. I just don't know when to get out of the way of the bullets. It's a fun game. It's a great little game. If you're into this type of game, this is the fantastic version of this game. I have this little clip prepared for just such an occasion. I don't know if this is actually a Japanese game, so I might feel weird about using it. But I'm going to go ahead and drop it on it. If this isn't Japanese, then I'll retract it. But I hereby dub thee an official wacky Japanese game. This shit is fucking wacky as all get out. I don't know if it's based on some other property. Like I said, I don't know what its story is, but like the people who sat down and made this and the places where the way they devoted attention to it and the way the different sprites work and like within that kind of limited concept of how do you handle a game where it's like a faux 3D perspective where you're doing sprite scaling, all the different things that they did, all the different ways they implemented it, the amount of energy that they dumped into like the world building again is unbelievable. So I reserve the right to retract it if it's not actual Japanese and just call it a wacky game. But unbelievable, especially for $4. I don't know that I'll play it again because yeah, there's that progression, and that might be neat. But I doubt I'll stream it again. I think we've gotten a pretty good little stream out of it. But yeah, that's Mirage Feathers. Feel free to check it out on your own. It's a fucking game. It's a game and a half. There's a lot going on there. But yeah, all right. We're still gonna fire open the. We'll still fire open the playdate. I do want to do the playdate. So let me switch over here. Let me get my playdate stuff up. Yeah, Paperweight, you came out like one of the best worst times of it just not even playing the game anymore. It's just stuff at this juncture. All right. Oh, 0-0, perfect stop. It's kind of big, but I don't think I care. All right. Let's get the playdate hooked up. All right, so if you haven't watched before the playdate, it's this. This is the playdate. It's a little handheld. Has a crank on it. It has an e-ink screen. It's purely black and white. It's made by people who make FTP software. Everyone still loves a loading screen sim. It's basically whether we love it or not, that's what you're going to get. All right. So are we running here? Yeah, we are. All right. Conquest of Helios. So there is, I got this a few years ago. I talked about it yesterday. You want to look at yesterday's. If you're watching this on video, you can watch the stream and get a little bit more about it. But there were a couple games that came out for this I really wanted to check out. And one of them is a Densha de Go simulator where you use a train simulator where you use this little crank to control the train. And it seemed really neat. So I figured I wanted to try that, so we'll try it here. So to prove I didn't get to it yet, we got this here. Panzer Dragoon, yes, is another great example of that version. Panzer Legacy, Panzer everything. So yeah, you can tell I didn't actually get the game yet because when you get a game in Playdate, it comes to you gift wrapped, and you have to unwrap the game first. So there it is, 0-0 perfect stop. Obviously, considering I just unwrapped it, I know nothing about this game. I just read a little bit about it, and I'd like to check it out. So I'm actually going to be playing. I wonder if I could Hunter Bridges. Hunter Bridges. I wonder if I could stare at the screen. What is wrong with the audio? Is that the audio? Is that right? I feel like it isn't. Hold on. Give me 1 second here. What's your story here, dude? That's weird. Why is it doing that? That's disappointing. Why would you do that to me? I don't know if you guys can hear that. Is it? It shouldn't be. I think it's just this game. I'm assuming you guys don't hear the audio either, right? So if I go... Right? Because I hear regular audio here. Come on, Chuhai Labs, let's go. Right, you hear music. Right, that comes through okay. At least I can hear it, so you can hear that. But just this one game? It's not like it's an emulator either. It's just supposed to carry signal. Oh, that is weird. Oh, I don't know that I can play it like that. A little different. That's... Because I just hear noise, so I don't know what you guys hear. That's fucking disappointing. That's borderline heartbreaking. I'll try tutorial mode. I'll try it a little bit, but like, why is it doing that? Kotobuki. All right, press a button. Please fully set brake. So put it the little. Ray, welcome to the world of 00 Perfect Stop. I'm not... Interesting thing, I was never big into trains. I know a lot of people were into trains. I was not big into trains in my real life. Until we went to Japan, and I started getting really into Japanese trains. I think Japanese trains are super cool. Like American trains, and one of them did nothing for me. I'm your guide, Ray. Nice to meet you. This is a train driving game, and it's your job to be the driver. We'll at least play a little bit of this. This noise is driving me up a fucking wall. It's your responsibility to get your passengers to their destinations. This is so disappointing. Comfortably, safely, and on time. How do you do that? You should strive to achieve these goals. Hitotsu, stop at each station at the scheduled time. Hutatsu, stop exactly on the stopping point at each station. I know like a dude named Hunter made this. I don't know why I'm bothering like to overly Japanify this. Right? Obey all posted speed limits. Hit target objectives posted along the diagram. It's to minimize your use of throttle to reduce emissions. Oh, okay. It's a challenge of precision. Can you achieve a perfect stop? Probably not. You'll be driving the Fuji Express through Yamanashi Prefecture. You can enjoy sights of Mount Fuji along the way. Oh. Let's go over the basics of driving the train and navigating a diagram. Please pay careful attention. Driving a train is serious business, you know. And I can imagine. And now the audio's working? The fuck is going on here? Well, music started working for me, so I don't... First, I'll explain the game screen. Let's start from the top left corner. This is the clock, essential for keeping a schedule. Sure. Who wouldn't? At the top, arrive displays on the intended time of arrival. Actually, now that I think about it, I should probably do this. Underneath now displays the current time. Aim to arrive at the station as closely as possible to the intended time. Below the clock is the look-ahead display. You can see upcoming events 500 meters ahead. These include stations, speed limits, and targets. Ray, to the right of the look-ahead is the target indicator. It shows the distance to the next station or the distance to the upcoming target point, if one is nearby. Keep an eye on target indicator while you're stopping at a station. Along the bottom of the screen is the speedometer. This tells you how fast I'm not going to remember any of this. Remember to watch your speed closely. This is the speed limit. Figure that out. Got it. Not stupid. You must never exceed the speed limit. If your speed goes over by 1 kilometer per hour, you'll be penalized. Got it. Your passengers depend on you for their safety, after all. I get it. Along the right-hand side is the gear indicator. It shows the train's current driving gear. Set the lever to the middle neutral gear. Train will coast along. Turn the whatever, right? Turn the crank backwards to use the throttle. There are 5 levels of throttle. Turn the crank forwards to use the brake. There are 5 levels of brake. Turn the behind the back of it to activate the emergency brake. Only use the emergency brake in a real emergency. Alright, well, why would I fucking do that? Back at the top of the screen is the trust gauge. It represents your passenger's trust in you. That's sweet. If you drive well, you gain trust. If you make mistakes, you lose trust. Just like real life. If you run out of trust, that means game over. Finally, we have the door light. The door light is currently turned off. Hard to see in black and white. If the door light is off, the doors are open. The door light is off, the doors are open, passengers are still board. Okay. Once the door have closed, the door light will turn on, which looks like what? Make sure to keep the brake engaged until the door light has turned on. Now then, what do you say we get moving? I say let's do it. First, let's wait a moment for the doors to close, okay? And now it's... I'm getting audio noise now. This is weird. Alright, I'm just gonna ignore it. Alright, the doors are now closed. It's time to leave the station. Turn the crank backwards to use the throttle. You can also press B. No, why would we do that? It's crank time. There are 5 stages of throttle level. 1's the slowest, 5 is the fastest. Got it. Go ahead and set the throttle all the way to 5. Let's go. It's there, dude. All right. There's a higher speed limit coming ahead. After you've passed the next speed limit, increase your speed. I'm already at 5, though. How do I increase my speed? We're already at 5, right? You just received a penalty for going... I'll return your trust for now. Just please apply the brake immediately. Well, now we're at 60. So I guess I just timed that wrong. Alright, so this is accelerate. And then 70 as we hit 60. Yep. No! Fuck you! I nailed that! I timed that perfectly, you lying son of a bitch, Ray! I had that down. We were hitting 61 as soon as I hit the 70 zone. I want... Fuck you. I want a replay on that. Match the speed displayed on the target indicator. I had that nailed. I had that nailed. All right. So playing with this little crank is already a ton of fun. This is already very enjoyable. And now we're coasting. There's a lower speed limit coming ahead. Slow down before you cross the next speed limit, okay? Turn the crank forward, use the brake. You could also press A. Yeah, okay, we got it. I got it. Like, I love the efficiency of the Japanese railway system. Ain't no way in hell anyone's going to know. He was going 61 kilometers per hour and 1 centimeter into the 60 kilometer an hour speed zone, right? Like, it's so close. I get it's a video game. Okay, then I'll fully restore your trust. Let's focus on clearing the tour. Yeah, let's. And the audio's back. I don't know. I'll have to watch the replay. I don't know if it's cutting out the way it is for me, but it just keeps cutting out and making noise. But I'm enjoying this, but, you know. Ray, at certain points along the diagram, you need to sound the... Hell yeah, dude. How do I do that? All right. Press right. Okay, got it. Oh, I love that. Overspeed limit. No. Coming up ahead is a targeted time point. The target indicator displays the ideal time to cross the point. An estimate of how you're tracking against the schedule. All right. Manage your speed to cross the target point on time. All right. So, like, balancing your speed versus the time you got to arrive at is interesting. I'm going way too... No, I'm not going to, now I'm going too fast. I'm like, I'm going way too slow. I'm going way too fast. Game over! I suck. Yeah, something's up with this audio for me. Like, who did this? Who made this? I want to... 0-0 perfect stop. It sounds Japanese as hell. Dun, dun, dun. Created by Hunter Bridges. Good job, Hunter Bridge. Hunter Bridges, excuse me. Character design by Paul Veer. So yeah, if I can figure out if this audio is actually being garbled for the stream, then obviously I'm not going to do it that way. I wouldn't mind trying to play this a little bit more. I like the idea. There's a Japanese announcer, Lola Shiraishi. I missed the Japanese. Oh, they gonna announce the stations and shit. Oh, that could be rad. I would really like to play this, particularly if you're like going through like different parts of Japan. I think that would be super cool. Sayuki is your key illustrator. Can we? I gotta figure out what's going on with it, with the audio though. Thank you for playing Hunter Bridges. Obviously, I didn't play a ton of it. I didn't have a ton of time to devote to it, but it's actually super cool. I'm into this, and I could see me definitely playing it. I just want this audio to get fixed. I can't handle that. I can't. See, this is clear to me. I don't know what is with the game. I don't know. But there you go. On that note, so that's 2 games disproportionately played. If you had made me guess how long I was going to play those 2 games today, it was going to be the first game, right? Was going to be 10 minutes, 20 minutes. How long is it going to take for us to play our little Panzer Dragoon Afterburner game? No, the answer is damn near 2 hours, and we cleared it. And we know a lot more about what it means to be a feather in the world of dandelions. So we have that going for us. And then the train simulator, which I thought we'd spent like 20 minutes with. But if I can figure that audio out, or if it's when I watch the replay, if the audio isn't what I'm hearing, which is awful, then I'll ignore it. But I think you guys are picking up what I'm hearing, and I got to get that fixed if I want to go ahead and play it. But we have some people left. We'll start to do our wrap up. We'll find someone We'll find someone to raid. As per usual, I think we'll go ahead and pick apart someone who doesn't have as many people, someone who's in English, maybe someone who's playing The Binding of Isaac. I feel like that's a pretty safe thing for us to pick right now. But I want to start off by thanking people who stopped by. The Real Monty Python, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for commenting. Mr. Sensual, thank you for putting up with all of that. The long duration of whatever that was. Yeah, for the record, official FBI agents, both I and Mr. Sensual believe that those characters should have had pants the whole time. Honestly, it's a fucking drawing. I don't actually care. But it feels weird to stream that. If it was just me playing the video game, I don't think I would have noticed it. But yeah, Mr. Sensual hit the nail on the head. It's like your parents walking into the bedroom where it's like, everyone's watching me play this game. Like, I wouldn't have thought twice about it if it was just me. But Here we are. Paperweight, sorry I didn't chat much. I'm having lunch. Dude, that's not a problem. We'll get to you in a second. Joker88945, thank you for stopping by for a little while. I know you had to go, but it's appreciated. And Sequel, Old Meal 4, thank you for stopping by sometime. Don't be a stranger. You're welcome to come over whenever. I sometimes play Binding of Isaac. I'll be taking a little bit of a break here, just playing a bunch of backlog stuff I got to play. So thank you for swinging by. And Paperweight, thank you as always for the raid. I appreciate it a lot. I didn't see your message until late yesterday. I was juggling too many things. Yeah, you and I will definitely set up a co-op Binding of Isaac sometime. Sometime soon, in fact. I got to figure out a little bit more about the collaboration. I know we did it. The knock, I could hear you fine, but I know people in the stream couldn't hear me because my wife watched you. She could hear you talking to me, and I could hear you talking to me, and you could hear me talking to you. But so we'll have to just figure out how to make that work together. But we'll definitely do it. We can do the Binding of Isaac, do a co-op stream with that. Just figure out how to make it work. So I'm just not like I talk in silence, and then you respond, and I'm like, and people are like, what the fuck's going on? So we'll have to merge the audio streams somehow to make that all make sense. But we'll definitely do that. But yeah, thank you for the raid. I appreciate it as always. Anyone who's still watching, or if you're watching us on a VOD tomorrow, we'll be raiding Paperweight. Wednesday is his late day of streaming, his piano lessons, right? A very paperweighty type thing. So we'll go ahead and take care of that. To everyone else who's watching, I'd like to thank you for watching. I appreciate watching me play video games. You didn't have to watch me play video games. You could have played video games yourself. You could have watched something utterly, entirely unrelated to video games. You could have watched... I'm starting to run out of things to think of off the top of my head, so if I ever mention something twice, oops. You could have watched Jeff Town, which is a wonderful documentary by the people who did Trauma, the Trauma pictures of all things. Toxic Avenger, was it Sergeant Kabuki Man, NYPD, Surf Nazis Must Die, all these sort of like schlocky 80s horror comedy films. They also put out a documentary. And the dude who did the documentary, I think he did two things. He did the documentary Jeff Town, and he was an executive producer on The Shape of Water that won an Academy Award. So figure that through line out. It's a documentary about a young man with Down syndrome. And I believe they're in Iowa. I'm pretty sure they're in Iowa. And it's just, I think his full name actually is Jeff Town. And they just kind of go about his day and his life and the people around him. And it's from 1997 or 1998, 1990, somewhere around there. And there's parts where you start watching, it's like, it feels like, is this slightly exploitive? Like, they're not like making fun of him, but it's a very much a warts and all portrayal of Jeff. As you start watching it, it's just kind of like, he's lowly, he's very minimally communicative. The people who are around him kind of pick up on what he's saying. It's a little more than grunts. You get used to it. The first couple times you hear him, you don't understand anything. But without giving too much away about the documentary, as it kind of unravels, you start to learn a little bit more about him, and perhaps he's not as helpless as he seems to let on, and it just becomes an interesting character study of like the way people interact with each other, and for lack of a better way of phrasing it, the way kind of like manipulation is part of the human condition. So it's a little hard to watch at times, and I wouldn't fully co-sign everything that happens in it, but it's a really interesting documentary, and there's nothing else I've really seen like that where there's at certain beats where you go, huh, was that on purpose? And it's great. So you didn't do that. You didn't watch Jeff Town. Good luck finding it. You get it for 99 cents on the Trauma website. Now think about it. You can download it for $1. They'll sell you a copy of it. I bet you didn't watch Jeff Town. You watched me play video games. I might never fully understand why, but I appreciate you doing it nonetheless. To everyone who wasn't watching that, thank you for not watching. I appreciate when people don't watch me because I appreciate when people leave me the fuck alone. Let's get a raid started. We're going to look for The Binding of Isaac, speaking English. We've raided Chicken before. No judgment. I don't remember them ever returning. You're never stopping by and chatting. Not that you have to, but it is nice to have someone stop by and say hi, right? All right, who has a couple people? Here you go. Eden Time. 18 running, no mic, just game. Oh, that's not going to be very interactive. Second Dead God. Ronnie Keisha's 18 people. Who could use another? Who can use some friends? Who could use some viewers? Who? T-Boy. Binding of Interdependence. Let's go ahead and try this. GHXSTHU. Oh, wait, no, that's not English. He's Hungarian. That won't do us any good. English. All right, we're just going to pick on Problems IRL. It's English, it's chill, it's random, it's hard mode. Let's go ahead and let's go raid him. All right. On that note, I hope everyone has a good day. Peace out and deuces. Drive safe. See you out there. Bye.